Hello, in this lecture I will explain stanzas 656 and 657 from the great poem The Night in the Panther Skin. Actually, those stanzas are from chapter 28, in which Pridon, the king of the port city of Bulgazanzar, tells TARIEL about the disappearance of NESTAN DAREDJAN, TARIEL's beloved. And TARIEL tells Pridon the story of how he killed a lion and a tigress. And the whole story of killing the tigress and the lion is told in a separate chapter. And there we are talking about a lion and a tigress who were playing together, but at a certain moment the lion started chasing the tigress and eating her with his palms. TARIEL, who saw the tigress being beaten by the lion, tried to save the tigress, so he killed the lion, and then the tigress began to eat him and scratch him hard with her palms. Because she was angry at TARIEL for killing the lion, TARIEL tried to calm her down, but she kept eating and scratching him with her palms, and then TARIEL had to eat her, and she died from TARIEL's blow. And since that event, TARIEL doesn't stop mourning the tragic death of the tigress, who he actually tried to protect her from the lion, and because of his great love for the tigress, he turned her skin into his coat, and this is also the name of the poem, The Night in the Panther Skin. That is to say, the night that wearing the panther skin. TARIEL doesn't stop crying and sobbing and grieving throughout his life for the death of the tigress, and this is also written in stanza 656, I quote, "Behold, brothers, since that day am I here, and here I die. Mad I roam the fields, sometimes I weep, and sometimes I faint." The whole tragic story about the tigress's death is important because it resembles in her face to his beloved NESTAN DAREDJAN, and she in some place symbolizes NESTAN, who was kidnapped, and therefore TARIEL's mourning is twofold. And this is exactly what is written in stanza 657, I quote, "Since a beautiful panther is portrayed to me as her image, for this I love its skin. I keep it as a coat for myself." I interpreted the story of TARIEL killing the tigress as a story of love at the highest level imaginable, a love that ends in death. That is, in fact, TARIEL loved the tigress so much to the point that he killed her out of love. And this is actually the reason why he puts on the tigress skin and cries and sobs all his life about her death, because he loved her the love of death. And for this reason, the name of the poem is The Night in the Panther Skin, because the poem tells the story of the night, the hero of the poem TARIEL, who realized love in the highest degree. But in my opinion, a true love is when you are able to sacrifice everything from yourself in order to satisfy the will of your beloved. If you really love someone, you will never hurt her, no matter what will happen, even if she hurts you. Otherwise, you love yourself and not her. I don't believe to all the guys that say I killed my girlfriend because I loved her. That saying is a real nonsense. I can say to them that you loved yourself and only yourself, and that is the reason that you did what you did. Okay, thank you very much.